What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Broads. Today, we witnessed the first game of the Eastern Conference Finals in the TD Garden. You have the Boston Celtics hosting the Cleveland Cavaliers. And before we dissect this one, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. Obviously, I don't love the Celtics. I respect the hell out of everything they're doing as an athlete's perspective. And, I'm a diehard Sixers fan. I don't love the Celtics. That's obvious. But as a fan of sports, I'm going to break this one down as properly as I can. Now, I'm a diehard LeBron James fan. Let's get that all clear. We all know that. LeBron's the greatest athlete my eyes have ever seen. But in this game, and especially early, the Celtics just had everything going for them. They were hitting shots. They were playing great defense all first half. They were playing fantastic team basketball. The energy, the crowd in the TD Garden got this team sparked up and ready to play. You have Morris getting the start, talking a little bit of smack, saying, I'm going to defend LeBron James. Listen, he had a fantastic day. He ended up with 21 points and 10 boards, but as a team, they played fantastic ball. Al Horford with 20, he went 8 for 10, he barely missed any shots. Jaylen Brown with 23, Tatum with 16. They played great team ball. It did help that the Cleveland Cavaliers were missing open shots. Now, their defense, the Boston Celtics defense, did help out that cause. They did play great D, and it affected the Cavaliers' offense. But I could name you at least 6 or 7 wide-open three-pointers, George Hill, LeBron, Kevin Love, Kyle Korver, that they do normally hit, that they struggled to hit today. So they obviously were not there. At one point, they were down 25, 26, 28 points, and at the end of the third quarter, they cut it down to 14-ish. So they were battling back, but at the start of the fourth quarter, you just had the Celtics doing what they do best, and that's feed off energy and make runs, and that's exactly what they did. So in the end of Game 1, the Celtics win 108-83, and it was a pretty demanding win. LeBron James, 15 points, 9 assists, 7 boards, which is funny because that's not a terrible stat line. You would like him to have more points, obviously. 9 assists, 7 rebounds, that's normal for him. He went 0 for 5 from 3 and 5 of 16 from field goal total. So, I mean, the Celtics game plan worked, and it shut him down. I originally thought that the Celtics would take Game 1. I mean, they're coming off this energy. They're doing all this stuff, and we'll see how LeBron and this Cavaliers team respond. Are they going to go with the same lineup? Was the lineup good enough, but they just weren't hitting shots? Do they need to switch something up? Listen, you need to hit your shots. I mean, that's a thing. You need to hit your shots. I think the Celtics held the Cavaliers to having to shoot some forced jump shots. They had fantastic defense, as they always do. But when you look at this stat line from the Cleveland Cavaliers, you have 4 people in double digits. You have LeBron James, like I said, with his stat line. Kevin Love, he shot 5 of 14. He did have 17 points, but off the bench, Jordan Clarkson gives you 10 and Ronnie Hill gives you 11. It was just a really bad offensive night for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And, it's not time to get all scared or anything as a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. You have LeBron James and you're down 1-0 in a series. He's been there before. Looking at some percentages as a squad, you have the Boston Celtics shooting over 50%. They shot 51.2% from the field, while the Cleveland Cavaliers, 36. The three-pointers, 4 of 26 for Cleveland. I feel like I'm talking about the Sixers during some runs. I really am. 4 three-pointers compared to the Celtics literally almost tripling the amount of three-pointers that you hit. So, listen, in this one, you got to give credit where credit is due. The Celtics had a game plan. They're playing with some fire. They're playing with some energy. They're rocking the underdog card. They're rocking the we're young. And I know we're unexperienced, but we're going to go out there and we're going to work. We're going to compete. We are going to make you earn it. And listen, it worked. It worked in Game 1. Now you have a little bit of film on this. You saw, if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, what this Celtics team is trying to do. They play great. They play great. You have Jason Tatum literally crossing up guys with someone on his face, a defender, literally in his face, sticking his hand out, and he's just straight cash from outside. You have a veteran like Al Horford down in the post, putting in work, not missing shots, bringing a true veteran feel to this young, talented roster. And it's paying off and it's showing off. They trust their head coach right now, no matter what happens. You have Baines going in, starting. But now the next game you have Morris going in, starting. They trust everything that Brad Stevens has to offer, and it's showing. It's the culture that I saw with the Eagles, with the Boston Celtics right now. And it kills me to say that. It kills me to say that, but I have to give credit where credit's due. So in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers got their asses kicked. What do you want me to say? They got their asses kicked. I'm a diehard LeBron fan. I can't imagine him coming out and continuing this to happen. If you could take one game in Boston, this Boston team has not lost a game yet in Boston. So if you're a Cavs fan, if you're a LeBron fan, you're looking to take one game in Boston. One game. One game. So the next game's big. That's fine. That's fine. You lose game 1. You see what they do. You make adjustments. They didn't come out ready to play. Their compete level wasn't there, especially early on. They found a hole that they dug themselves in, and then at the end of the third quarter, you can see them kind of picking it up a little bit, and the hole was just too big. The hole was just way too big to get themselves out of. Looking at the third quarter themselves, you have the Cleveland Cavaliers scoring 29 points to the Celtics 17. And that was the only quarter. I mean, the first quarter, the Celtics scored 36 points alone. And the Cavs have 18, I'm sorry. They just didn't come out ready to go, and it cost them because they didn't have it late. So, with that being said, Celtics played a great game, Game 1. They take down the Cleveland Cavaliers. What are you going to do? It's a 7-game series for a reason. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on this game and where you see it moving forward. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.